Welcome to Being Friends with Jess and Toni-ann, an inside look at our friendship, millennial things, sports, and pop culture. Come laugh with us, or maybe at us, and let's be friends.
We're back. Nope,
Hello,
I
everyone.
said it too soon. Hello.
We're back.
Every time I do it too soon.
Whatever.
Whatever. At this point, nobody's surprised. No one.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to say it, even though last episode I said that I'm going to be the one not to say it, but it's episode 30.
Our 30th birthday. Not.
Oh, happy 30th to Being Friends, our little show that could. I actually love it.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's a good, I enjoy it. I really do. I enjoy doing this. I don't care how many people listen to it. It's nice. It's a good time.
We haven't really grown our audience, but it's staying steady. And honestly, that's great.
Who cares? Share it with your friends.
I know. And just to everybody, to kick it off, I got a text this morning from Jess saying, just so you know, I look like a real person today. Like I have makeup on, I got dressed, like, cause she did her 5 a.m. workout, like the overachiever she is. So
overachiever that I am. When was the last time that I did that? The overachiever that I am.
But I took that as don't look like shit.
Oh no, I meant it as usually I look like shit and you're the one that actually has makeup on, so I didn't want you to be taken aback or be like, you know what, this is gonna be like, I'm not gonna do anything today, and then yell at me because I actually got ready. That was why I texted it to you.
I know, I'm kidding. I'm just messing with you, but it was just funny how you text. And I'm laying on my couch as I get that text message, and I'm like, okay. And then all I've done today is put on like a sports bra. And I'm wearing the outfit like that I went on a walk with.
Say, I went for ice cream and I wore my Mr. Met shirt. But it was it was just like not sitting right with me sitting in the chair, so I had to put the shirt that I wore to work back on.
It's fine.
Yeah. So I was gonna be a little lax.
I haven't been wearing shirts like that. Because I mean, between me and you, I don't want to really rep a certain brand on our podcast. So
we'll probably get sued, honestly.
Yeah, so I purposely have not been wearing those shirts.
Yeah, they have their own. I didn't even think about that. The fact that they have their own podcast, they have their own thing. We'll probably get in trouble. So good point. I will make it a note.
I wasn't worried about getting in trouble. I didn't want to give them the publicity on our podcast.
We only give Taheen publicity on our podcast.
Yeah. Only Taheen and Corona and other things.
Okay, so, I have new china.
Oh, go ahead, show it
off.
That
literally just came to my house. My brother sent this to my house with my mom when she dropped off the baby.
Okay.
It's a Christmas spectacular cup.
Oh my God.
I know it's not Christmas, but it was new and it's from Arenas or it's from Radio City, so I had to use
that it. That is the definition of China because it's a collectible cup from a venue.
Exactly. So cheers, peanut butter whiskey's in it.
I have one of those somewhere.
I didn't want to open like a bottle of wine, so I was like, oh, this is like a little rocks glass. So we'll get the peanut butter whiskey going again.
Can I tell you, to everybody that could laugh on the podcast, my drink tonight was going to finally be the last glass of that boxed wine.
And it was disgusting.
It was really bad. I threw it right down the sink. I think we've learned that we need to go back on the podcast and see when I opened it to see how long it was.
Oh, it was easily in November.
November, you think? No.
I want to say it was like 6 episodes in.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to go back and get the receipts.
6 episodes
I was thinking it was like 3 months. You think it's longer?
3 months? That was February. You definitely opened it before February.
I should have written it down when I opened it.
I really think that you got it right after the baby's first birthday because you were like, oh, this is good. I'm going to get it for the podcast.
Yeah, well, I think we've learned then that, 7 months is maybe the limit on boxed wine.
Well, the funny thing is I thought about you this weekend because my cousin had the Sauvignon Blanc of the Bada box in their hotel room, and we were like going back and forth to like get wine from their room, and I was like, Toni-ann's definitely still drinking that box.
Because I really have been forgetting about it, so now it's just been sitting there.
Oh man, I
But
love
no,
that.
so I'm not drinking that. I have my my medieval times China. And this is
I have that too.
another older drink, but they last a lot longer. I've had like they call them buzz teas. They're like kind of like twisted teas, but like a different brand. And then I actually did just add, so they're like hard iced tea. It's like a hard iced tea.
Yeah.
But I added a little bit of lemon juice because it was peach flavor and I don't really like peach.
Smart. Did
So I
adding
just
the
made it a
lemon
little
juice
more
help?
palpable. But it's actually 6.5% alcohol. It's actually more than like twisted teas or even Surfside. So
We love that.
yeah, so I'm enjoying it. You know, it's nice and cold. I almost I'll jump right into my ridiculous thing because it's related to drinking to this drink
Okay.
actually.
It's related to the drink.
Is after you put down the drink. Oh, but cheers.
Cheers.
I also love how every episode your microphone becomes more and more part of the aesthetic.
I never remember where I put it. There. Is that better? Also, I feel
No,
like I'm
that's
far
fine.
away sometimes.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's
Okay.
it just goes to show that you have a professional mic and I still haven't gotten mine. But anyway, I have, you know, this week has been beautiful, like absolutely beautiful.
We finally don't live in the state of Washington by association of the weather.
Yeah. So, you know, my neighborhood walks are starting up again. Thank God for Allegra because the pollen is pollinating. And I went on my walk today and I was telling just before we started recording, but obviously along my walk is many destinations of glorious food I would love to just eat all the time. But I persevere. You know, if I'm out on a walk trying to get some exercise, stopping for food every 5 seconds probably isn't the best thing. So I passed the deli that I usually get sandwiches at. I passed Dunkin' Donuts because my idea was I was actually going to get like one of those like refreshers and like put alcohol in it for our podcast today.
Smart. I heard those things have like 1,000,000 grams of caffeine in them.
Really?
Yeah. They're like
then
basically the charged lemonade, I think, from Panera.
But see, I
does
barely
something
drink
else.
Dunkin', so I thought they were just like the answer to like iced teas like at like Starbucks.
I don't know because I think that the only reason why I think that is because when I was in Target over the weekend, I was leaving and I heard the lady explaining the how much caffeine was in one of like those charger, like one of their like refreshers. So, and I don't know if that's their new thing. And usually, like when one has a new thing, the other one has one to complement it. So that's why if you do get it, I would check because I feel like putting that with alcohol could be detrimental.
Well, that's a good point. I'm usually not interested in Dunkin' at all, but it's on my route. So I was just like thinking of like, oh, what's something different I could do for what's in your China today? And that was my brain. But then I didn't do it. I kept walking. Then I walk a little further through the park. And of course, it's a beautiful 80-degree day. The ice cream man's there at the corner. And I'm like, this is so hard to resist. It's just like the day. It's like the kind of day it is, you know? It's just like, but due to inflation, I was turned around real quick. A regular cone at the ice cream truck is now $4. Just a regular cone, twist cone. No sprinkles, no anything. What is happening to the world? How are these children going to enjoy?
Yeah, but I don't even think that's inflation. I think that's having to pay the people minimum wage. So they have to raise their prices.
I mean, most ice cream trucks I'm aware of, it's like the owner just drives around in it. How many employees can he possibly have?
You have an ice cream truck route, you can have multiple employees. You still got to pay your employees.
I guess so.
What do you think? Even if he has one employee, he's still got to pay the guy. You don't know what business is like.
Yeah, and I guess gas is up, insurance is up.
Yeah,
okay, like whatever.
You got to cover your cost. He's got to make a living.
That is inflation. That's literally the definition of inflation. But
I mean, I guess.
Whatever. So anyway, so I didn't get the ice cream. Then finally, I'm, you know, a mile and a half in my walk. And then my last destination that's always tempting is Pliable because it's literally right on my corner. So whenever I end my walk, I'm always like, should I get a Pliable? But it was like before I ate dinner. So I finally was like, no, I'm not doing it. So I passed 4 different treat destinations and did not get one. And I was very proud of myself.
That's pretty good.
But it is sad and ridiculous that most incentive for me going out and walking most of the time is because I'm going to get food.
Yeah, but that's not that ridiculous. I feel like you're exercising to go get your food. So and you're still exercising.
And before I did my walk, I drove to the library because I had like 5 books to return and I wasn't going to walk, like my arm would have fell off. So I did drive to the library, switch the books out, come back and then walk. But it's fine. And and my last point of my walk was what? Now I think I forgot it. But damn it. It was the last point of my walk. Oh, the last like 0.25 miles I ran.
You
Jogged.
ran.
Heavily jogged.
Who are you?
I was dying. I made it like literally, and my 0.25 miles, that's like what, like 2 blocks? Like I was actually dying. And I was like,
I'm so proud of you that you even tried.
I don't know who I think I am. I think I just saw a lot of other people like running around and I'm like,
You wanted to join the fun.
sure. And 2 blocks later, when I'm like on the corner of the house, I'm like,
the 80-degree day was probably not the day to be like, you know what, let me try running again for the first time in ever.
Yeah, so it was very short spurt. It was mostly walking. It was like a mile, it was like 1.6 miles, and I would say about only 0.2 of those miles were running. So that was my ridiculous thing.
I'm tearing up.
My walks are never the same because I always make dumb
I
decisions.
don't really have a ridiculous thing, but I guess my ridiculous thing could be like
Fine.
Before I had the baby, my New Year's resolution was to get like ready every day and like actually put an effort into like being a human being as an adult because, you know, we're 30. We should stop acting like we're in college and like, you know, can't get ready. However, then that hit me like a truck. So I was like sleeping till the last minute every single day because I was like exhausted from growing a human. And then, you know, you go into like parenting and you're still exhausted. So like I rarely get ready anymore. But every time I get ready, then I get like annoyed that I get ready because you just get like, oh, you look nice today. Where are you going? Like I'm going nowhere. I just decided to look like a human being.
Yeah.
So like today was one of those days, but also I got new makeup. I bought like 3 new things from Target over the weekend. So then I felt like I wanted to do my makeup today because I had new stuff. And if you're not using the e.l.f. primer, the e.l.f. face primer, oh my God, it smells so good. It's so velvety. I love it.
The green one?
No, I got the pink one.
Oh, okay.
You have the green one?
I think I use the green one, yeah.
Also, I bought like blush for the first time ever. So I bought like liquid blush. So
liquid?
Yeah, you like dab it on and then you like blend it.
Oh.
Yeah, like it. Everything is e.l.f. But again, like not really ridiculous. It's just ridiculous that I've gotten to this point that like looking like a grown adult apparently worries people, which is why I warned you because again, everyone at work was like, "Oh, where are you going today?" Nowhere. I am here. I woke up at 5 a.m. I worked out for once, and then I had time to get ready. Like
that actually was a joke in my office when I did work in an office all those many moons ago, because I used to literally show up looking like who cares too. And then
but it's not even like who cares. I just like am comfortable not wearing makeup.
Yeah, I'm not.
Which is also annoying because like I don't know. I don't need like. Why should I feel obligated to like put it on? You know.
The problem was I was like in my early 20s when this was happening, and I already kind of like gave up, so to say. But whenever I did come into the office in like full makeup or like a nicer outfit than usual, everyone's always like, so where are you going to happy hour after this? Because they just know like I have other plans. There's no other reason why I haven't so dressed up. And then I'd be like, you're right. I'm meeting people after work. Like, yep.
Oh, well, but like, again, who cares?
No, I know. But yeah, that just goes to show we're usually comfortable in our makeupless skin.
Exactly. Like, I don't care. I don't know.
Yeah.
My husband's not complaining about it, so why are you?
Sure. I don't think they were complaining, more just shocked.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, I just mean like society as a whole. Like, the men aren't getting ready. Why do I have to get ready?
The week before I got my eye surgery done, I had to go to the office for a week in my glasses, and they didn't even know I wear contacts. So like they were like, why are you wearing glasses all of a sudden? And I'm like, this is usually what, like, I have contacts in 100% of the time. Like this,
I
I
should
can't
get
wear them
LASIK
this
and they
week.
told me I can't wear them.
Yeah, for the first, because your eyes, like your measurements change in your eyes, like if you wear contacts. I don't know if you knew that. It's like a weird thing that
I
happens.
think I knew that, actually.
Yeah, so a week before my surgery, they had to measure my eyes for the laser. And then they said from this point forward, don't put your contacts back in because it needs to be these same measurements when we do your surgery next week.
Yeah, otherwise you'd screw up your eyes. Oh my God, that would be petrifying.
Yeah, because it's all done by like calculations. Like the doctor barely does anything at that point. So,
Right.
So yeah, so the whole week I went to the office in glasses and they were all like, oh my God, you look so good in glasses. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, don't get all impressed because literally after this week, you'll never see me in glasses again because I'm getting them surgically corrected. So
until
no
I'm
worries.
70 years old and need bifocals.
Yeah.
You need the readers.
It's crazy to think there was a time where it was not that long ago. Like I needed heavy contact lenses and like glasses.
Yeah. Science is wild.
Like I couldn't go to bed until I took my contacts out. Like that was I did that for so much of my life.
I still do that.
No, I know it's a very common thing for people, but for me now, like to be in the mindset that like that's so crazy to me, like that's awesome. That surgery is definitely money well spent. You know.
To pick up where we left off last week, the Dublin portal is back open. There is
yes.
A gnat. Okay, keep going. It's going.
Yes, it is, except now they put like a barricade around it.
So you can't go near it? Which makes
from
it
afar.
Pointless.
That's not gonna stop you from mooning people though. Like I don't understand that. Like,
but I'm just not understanding what's the purpose if you can't go in front of it.
Then it looks like we're in prison. Like Dublin's looking at us with like the barricades, and we're all like,
"Hi!"
They're
like, "Hi, we're caged animals in a zoo. We can't behave."
Good old New York.
So weird.
And honestly, I kind of resent the fact that it is New York that had to get like barricaded because I feel like the Dubliners were the ones that were doing most of the dumb stuff.
I don't even. Again, I don't really know much about it. I just was watching TV yesterday, and so. The portal is back in New York City, but with restrictions.
Whatever.
But a funny thing, one of the girls that I went to high school with that's like in my home friend group chats that I'm friends with, she's actually in Dublin now. So I'm curious to pick her brain when she gets back to be like, so what was the portal like on the other side? So I'll report back next week
when I have information. Step through, unfortunately.
Yeah, like I want to know what it looked like. Like if she was in Dublin being like, yep, that's New York for you.
I think I need to research, and we talked about this last week, but I feel like I needed to look up, and I didn't, why they picked Dublin. Like, what was the reason?
We didn't find out the reason.
We meant to look it up. Maybe the artist just has a personal connection to it or something, but we meant to look it up, but we never did.
I'm going to look it up right now. Why I did.
But yeah, well, we'll see how much longer it lasts. I honestly don't think like if now they're gonna try to make it like a whole tourist attraction, regular installment, like again, just
that's
to say
weird. Like no one, it's literally a giant FaceTime.
It's giant FaceTime. You could. There's any point in time before this was a thing, you can go on the internet and there's live webcams on any city, any place you want, 24/7.
All right, I can't find a groundbreaking portal. Like that's not a groundbreaking thing. Apple did this. What is groundbreaking? Nothing shows like. I guess they might have made it, honestly.
Oh.
But everything says why was it shut down? Like when you look up why they chose. So
yeah.
Basically, there's no finding this quickly. Okay. Can you explain about Gen Z to me? Because I have no idea what this means.
Oh. Wait, let me double check which one because I feel like we talk about Gen Z often. Okay. So I saw this
you added.
This was most recently added because I saw this right before we came on to record. So I saw like a People magazine, which by the way, people on the internet, People magazine is becoming a little like tabloidy. Like I used to go to them for like all my like pop culture, like
they were like the people that you could trust.
Yeah, they're like now just taking stories, either Reddit or TikToks, and making them like news stories. Like,
ew.
Yeah, and it's just it feels so
That's
cheap.
not credible.
It feels so lazy. Like,
Yeah.
so anyway, so the most recent thing I saw right before we started recording was like, let me pull it up so I could read it because it's so dramatic.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this a real article? Okay. College students are getting blackout drunk on Borg drinks. Why the Gen Z trend is so dangerous.
Is that like Four Loko reincarnated?
So this is the picture, right?
Okay.
And it's called, so Borg is short for blackout rage gallon, which I actually think that's really funny.
That's actually hilarious.
It's an individual gallon-sized mix of vodka or another type of alcohol, water, and a flavored electrolyte powder. So it's liquid IV with vodka, essentially. What's wrong with that?
I just want to say our friends did this to go to the FDU baseball games all the time when they would buy Tampico and just bring it to the game. Like, you showed me that picture and all I heard in my brain was Tampico, get your Tampico.
Right. So this is where I started laughing and I immediately went to our note because I was about to put this on my Instagram story with my own commentary, and then I was like, what do you mean? We're about to film,
But
we're
I
about
don't
to
know
record.
what's dangerous about it that
So
that's
it
like
says,
mixing Gatorade and vodka. Can't you do that?
It says they're so loaded with alcohol that they could lead to potentially life-threatening consumption and alcohol poisoning. Okay,
You could do that by taking shots. Like, I don't know. Why is this news? People have been doing this for decades.
This is what I was about to put on my Instagram story, and then I deleted it so we could talk about it on here. I just love how like everything's a life-threatening trend. Like we just called this college. Like I don't understand. Like every single generation had their like blackout.
You know
drink.
why it's a life-threatening trend? Because these are the idiots that were eating Tide Pods, so they're actually worried that they're gonna kill themselves.
But we just called this jungle juice. Like actually, this is healthier than jungle juice. Don't tell these people about the millennials and their jungle juice with the Everclear and God knows what else in there. And we survived. I mean, I'm sure a couple of people died from it.
I don't think anybody died from the jungle juice.
I'm sure plenty of people have died from jungle juice.
Not
in our school specifically, but our millennial generation.
I will never forget one time, because we were big jungle juice people. Like we were not drinking the beer at the frat houses. We were drinking the jungle juice, which honestly was probably more dangerous because like we didn't know what was in it. Like we literally could have been getting roofied and we didn't know.
They're being responsible, Gen Z. They're bringing their own jugs. Like they're making them and they're bringing them to drink.
I used to do that also, though. If I knew that there was only going to be beer at a party, I used to remember me and my lemonade and my Minute and my vodka. That
was my drink. My drink was pink lemonade vodka.
All of us would bring
lemonade,
it,
Crystal Light.
But you drank beer. Like, so if you went to the house, you didn't care if there was beer. I didn't drink beer, so I would always bring my own with me. But one time I went to a party and there was a Gatorade jug, so I assumed that it was jungle juice. I drank it. It was gin buckets. It was gin and Fresca, of all things, Fresca. When I tell you I spit that shit right across, and then I said, I have to go. They only have beer at this party, and I don't drink beer. I literally left. Literally, I said, I'm out of here. Bye.
So again, like, is this really a life-threatening trend, or is this just college?
It's college. This is college.
And again, I think they're doing the responsible thing by bringing their own individual. They're not sharing with anyone. Everyone's bringing their own. Right. So it's even like COVID safe. Like nobody's sharing drinks. Like
that's what happens when you grow up in a pandemic.
It's a closed bottle you bring around with you, gallon, whatever, and it has liquid IV in it. It's rehydrating you as you're drinking it.
It also has a cap, so like nobody can go like this over your drink. It's even better.
So, life-threatening or life-saving? I'm hearing life-saving.
I think you're
our jungle juice was life-threatening.
Jungle juice was life-threatening.
Oh my! I mean,
and I thank God every day that we didn't have drugs in it. But
yeah, no,
it was
we
risky.
went to reliable
every single
parties.
Time. Yeah, we did go to reliable parties, but like every time, you know, it'd be worried.
You saw that big Gatorade sports jug that dispensed. You knew, here we go.
I mean, and a lot of the places that we used to go, they used to have somebody standing by it to make sure that nobody put anything in it too, which was nice and refreshing.
Like I said, we went to reliable people.
We went to a whole, we didn't go to like a state school where we, like, everybody at every party knew somebody. If anybody did anything to that gallon jug, it would literally be all over the school. Not to say that like things like that didn't happen. I'm sure that they did, but for the most part, I think we went to a very reliable, safe school.
Yeah, our school is small. It would be hard to do that.
I mean, I don't think that would happen at like big range parties like that. I'm not saying nobody on our campus ever got drugged. That definitely happened, but not in sleuths of people like freaking like if you were at other state schools.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's hilarious. I think they're being responsible as well.
I praise Gen Z. They're being very, and at this point, Gen Z is almost out of college. We're almost up to the generation after at this point, which makes me feel real old.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
Speaking of college, when are you doing that reunion?
Why am I in charge of this? I'm
Anybody
not even
watching
in charge.
who's an FTU alum, class of 2014, Jess is slacking on planning our 10-year reunion.
I don't know why I was appointed. I'm gonna make a Facebook group and be like, my friends told me I'm appointed. I don't think I deserve this responsibility. Send this to your other friends. We just need to figure out a day that we can all go to the bar. That's really it.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll convene after, I guess. I guess I'm not committing to being in charge of this.
I mean, maybe should we do it like around homecoming?
Oh yeah, we could do that. That's probably a better idea, honestly, than trying to do in the summer.
By the time the summer comes, nobody's really like. Then we're just going out more.
I mean, I'm very behind. If I would have did it, I probably would have done it for like around now that FTU's out. We don't have to worry about like them being at the bar, that type of thing. But I don't know. We'll reconvene. We'll think.
I feel like it's more fun if all the kids are at the bar and we're like, get the fuck out of here. We're adults. We get priority. We've been here first.
Get out of here. And then we could see what we used to look like at the bar and really cringe. Like.
I know, but I kind of want to. Like, I want to be like, this is what college kids look like now. We were these people 10 years ago. Gross.
So gross. Speaking of, summer is officially starting this weekend. Well, the unofficial start to summer.
Yes.
The unofficial.
The reason I put that on the list is because I feel like that's a very New York, New Jersey specific
100%.
thing.
Like the people in the Midwest. The people in the Midwest are 100% not saying that their summer starts this weekend.
First of all, you'd be hard pressed to find anyone outside like this tri-state area call it MDW to begin with. Like, I feel like if you go to like any place out west, they're like, what are you referring to?
Right, they're like our veterans. Our veterans, and we're like, you going to the shore?
Like, so being the like Memorial Day weekend being the unofficial but official kind of start to summer is like very specifically like our culture, I feel like. 100%. And it just needs to be celebrated because
I feel like maybe beach towns, like it's a coastal thing.
Yeah, but it's obviously bled into like people that like go to the shore, like that.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, I'm sure like Florida and like them too, like they're at the beach all the time. So maybe, but maybe not because they're at the beach all the time, I guess.
Yeah, and the summer is hell for them because it's so hot. So I feel like they don't celebrate Memorial Day weekend.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Like their better holidays are in like the fall and like stuff.
This is a good point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we can officially wear white pants.
I've never done that.
What, worn white pants?
I don't think I've ever worn white pants.
Maybe from baseball pants?
Yeah, well, baseball pants, yeah. But
you've never worn white pants ever.
I've worn white shorts a couple of times, but never white pants.
Yeah, because why would you wear pants in the summer unless you're wearing like capris or pants to like work?
So from MD dubs to LD dubs, that's your white pants window.
God forbid. And my mom, oh my God, my mom is such a stickler for that rule. Like if it was like a week before Memorial Day weekend and I tried to put on like white pants, like today, a day like today, gorgeous,
you should have tested her and did it.
Gorgeous, 90 degrees. Like if I would have put on white pants, she'd be like, it's not Memorial Day. You cannot wear those. Like, who are you? Who are you? Joan Rivers? No, you are not. You are not.
She is the chancellor of summer. She knows. She has to keep it going.
And again, same thing. Like September, like if once Labor Day passes, God forbid you want to break out those white shorts.
I know, because late September still is pretty hot.
Right. But she won't allow it. She will not allow it. Anyway.
You know what? I appreciate a woman that can speak to her moral.
I am excited though I did see too that one of the beaches is now opening early on Sundays. So Ocean Grove was the only beach in New Jersey that I think it was the only beach they don't open normally until like 12 on Sunday.
I didn't know that.
Yes, because it's like a very religious like town, so they used to with the beach, which okay, fine. Like we don't need to be there at the butt crack of dawn on a Sunday anyway, but apparently now it's gonna open early. I saw it on the news this morning. I was like, oh, that's exciting.
Yeah,
Okay.
somebody in the town decided that the revenue earlier would be worth it.
No,
That's
I
all
think
that
that they are, but I think they're trying to appeal it. I think the state said you have to open, and the town is now trying to appeal it with the state.
Oh,
I think.
Are they one of those like blue law towns? No.
No, that's Bergen County.
No, I know. I didn't know if maybe they.
But no,
like,
I think it's just because like the town probably at the time when they made that rule, everybody in the town probably went to like church in the morning, so nobody wanted to go to the beach to like collect the passes, or nobody was at the beach at that time, so they just like kept it, and now they're opening it. But maybe like Asbury's too populated on Sunday and they need them to open early. Like,
yeah,
I
I'm
don't
thinking
know.
they got pressure from the nearby ones that are like, come on,
Right.
like you gotta.
And like Avon and Belmar, like is probably like everybody's going there to go early. I don't know. I just thought that was a fun fact about
12
Memorial
o'clock
Day
is late
weekend.
when it's a nice day. That's high time. You got to be there already.
I guess.
Yeah. I feel like the peak time to get to the beach is like 10 the latest.
It is, but also
and then I usually leave
get
by
sick
2.
of the beach very quickly.
Me too, which is why my sweet spot's like 10 to 2.
I need to go with like a large group. If I'm not with a large group, 2 hours I'm out of there.
And I'm a grandma, like I want an umbrella. Like I want to go under into shade if possible.
I don't want that.
I hate the sun like that. I am my mother's child in that way. Like I will lay out and get some color for a little bit, but once I start to sweat and once like I'm squinting too much and I'm getting like a tension headache, I need to get out of the sun.
Why are you squinting? Shut your eyes.
Oh no, I have FOMO. I don't want to miss anything.
Get some sunglasses. What?
No, then you get raccoon eyes.
This sounds like a you problem.
Everybody else has the problem with the sunglasses too. That's a universal problem on the beach.
Okay. Also, I thought of something now that I just said to close your eyes. This takes me back to the dentist. I got my eyebrows waxed over the weekend.
Close your eyes for that, I hope.
Obviously, but I was just thinking, I was like, oh, I wonder if there's anybody that leaves their eyes open for this, because that would be awkward.
That'd be so awkward. What if they like accidentally get your eyelash?
Not that you can. Yeah, exactly. Because like it would get stuck. They tell you to close your eyes, but still, like I was just thinking, like even in between the waxing, like you're not opening your eyes and looking at them and then closing them again. Like you just keep them closed. Anyway, that was I thought of you and the dentist about those getting waxed.
So everybody have a great Memorial Day weekend. I want to know. We'll make a poll on the Insta. What is like it's freaking summer, roll the windows down, blast that music. Like I want to know what that song is, because everyone has one. Like
yeah, today was Take Me Home when I was leaving work. Like blasting down Columbia Turnpike like it was 2014.
Yeah,
blasting. It was great. What would you choose?
What would I choose? You just put me on the spot now.
Oh, sorry. You don't have to choose if you don't want to. I was just wondering.
I don't know now. Get back to me. I don't know.
Okay, you don't have to answer. You don't have to answer.
I'll decide and I'll put it on the on the story. Yeah.
All right, cool. I have a segue into our last topic, so I'm gonna go with my first topic of celebrities looking like trash. Celebrities can look literally homeless and go out in public because everyone just chalks it up to like, oh, they must be doing a role, right? They must be in a new movie. He must have got that really bad haircut because he's in a new movie. He gained all this weight, lost all this weight because he's in a new movie. She's in a new movie. Do we keep track? Do those movies ever always come out? Because I was fired up and thinking about this because Jason Bateman was at the Knicks game looking homeless. Homeless. This man looks terrible. And we're all probably like, oh, he's probably in a movie. He's got a new role. Okay, are we starting the clock? Are we waiting for Jason Bateman movie to come out in 2 years? Like what? Or he looks terrible?
Oh, I knew when you put this on the note that it was going to be good, but the way you just went fully into it, I'm crying right now. You went in.
But it's true.
You're speaking facts.
We're not keeping tabs. I don't have a note in my phone that says this one looked like this on this date. Let's wait for the movie to come out.
I mean, that's going to be my new excuse now when I go out looking like trash. I'm be like, well, I'm
I have a
filming
new
something.
role.
When you go to work and you look like shit, you can be like, it's because I'm filming something in my spare time. Check out in 2 years. It's a top secret project, though. I can't tell you the name of it.
Oh, it got canceled. Nobody picked it up. It was a pilot.
The writer's strike. You killed it. Goddamn.
But seriously. I mean, yes, there are some times where you like see a preview and you're like, oh, that's why he looked like that.
So was Jason Bateman just somebody you threw out, or
No, he literally looked so bad. Did you not see him?
Oh no, I had no idea what
He
this
looks like a
combo was
werewolf
leading to.
meets a homeless person. His hair is like so long. He's got a grizzly beard. I'm like, what are you doing? He looks so bad. My husband was like, what is he doing? Why does he look like that? I was like, he's probably in a new role.
Or Jason Bateman. Honestly, though, maybe you just discovered the actor's secret. Like, maybe that was like well known throughout Hollywood to just like
Say you're in a new role.
excuse.
Maybe.
Oh my god. I gotta catch your breath. That was really good, Jess.
We're gonna have to clip that as a preview and post that on
Oh,
Thursday instead of Friday.
That was a pretty long tirade, but we'll have to find like a minute or so in there that's clippable. Oh my god.
Anyway, the Knicks lost.
I was gonna say where was the segue and all that? You
I
said
saw him at the Knicks game, but the Knicks lost, so the Knicks are done. And it was a sad ending. First of all, half the team was hurt.
oh, so bad.
Their star like broke his hand during the game. They attempted to make a comeback, but in the end, it just didn't. It didn't hit. Wasn't their year.
And all I felt was like this, like, and there's so many people out there that are Mets, Knicks, Jets fans, and it's just like, bro, it's a tough life because me never following the Knicks really before, but obviously knowing they like have been a pathetic team in the past, but like watching that, I'm like, this is like watching the Mets, like that whole fourth quarter, they were like kicking a dog while they're down. Like, oh my God. And at one point it was only like a 14-point lead the other team had.
No, I think they got it down to 8 at one point.
Yeah, but they weren't acting like it. They were acting like it was already over.
Right. And they were a fourth quarter team for like a lot of the playoffs.
Yeah, but
I was like, oh, it's going to come back. And then it didn't. And I think, I also think that
they were tired.
Oh my God, why can't I think of his name? Troy Bolton. The guy who I said was Troy Bolton. No, not Zac Efron. The player on the Knicks, Brunson. I said he's Troy Bolton in real life because his dad's the assistant coach.
Oh, okay.
We went over this like 2 episodes ago.
Oh, I don't remember you calling him Troy Bolton though. Okay.
Yeah, because his dad is the assistant coach, so it's like a real life Troy Bolton. Anyway, so I think when he like him breaking his hand, I think definitely like put the nail in the coffin for them, and that like definitely brought down like the vibes of the team probably. But in other news,
the whole team just like fell. Like it was like so sad to watch. It was like a train wreck, and I mean, there's a whole quarter of that.
In other news, though, New York Rangers upset the Carolina Hurricanes.
The Canes.
And the funny thing about this is, hold on, I gotta plug in my computer. Oh my God, I almost just spilled my drink. Give me a sec.
Just wipe whatever's left of my tears. For Jason Bateman.
The wild thing about the Rangers beating the Canes is that one, they were playing like trash, absolute trash, so bad. Yeah, the Rangers were
Okay.
Like down by 3-4 goals, something like that. 3 goals in
They came back a bunch.
the period. Yeah. Came back. Well, what happened was we had a wedding on Saturday. So we're watching the game on Thursday. If the Rangers win, they advance. If they lose, game 7. So now they like flash on the screen that game 7 is going to be on Saturday. And at this point, everybody thinks that they're losing. My husband's losing it. He was like, are you kidding me? We're going to be at a wedding. I'm going to miss the game. I said, so would you like to not come to the wedding because, the Rangers are on? Like, no, we're going to the wedding.
I mean, the whole wedding would be watching it. Somebody would have found
I
a
was
TV.
like, the whole family is going to be watching it. Stop. Like, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, come in Chris Kreider and literally just take back the whole game. He got a hat trick in the, I think just in the third period alone. But they panned to a small child crying, and
I saw that.
My rude husband is like,
Like Canes, he was a Canes fan, yeah.
I said, that's what I looked like in 2006 when we blew that. I looked like that the last game at Shea Stadium when we had no playoff contention at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked like that in 2015, so shut your mouth.
And I looked like that. And the David Wright retirement game, let's not forget.
The David Wright retirement game was on a whole new level. We can't, that doesn't even get grouped together. Like, I'm just talking season-ending misery.
Yeah, no. I feel for that kid. But, I mean, I don't fault him for making fun of the kid because it's not us.
Right, but like...
That's the life of a sports fan.
But coming from like a Mets, Jets, Rangers, Knicks fan, you have no right. That is us every season.
I know.
We were that child. Why would you? Like, yeah, I'm glad that it's him, not us. We were that child on
September 11th, the first game of the season for the Jets last year.
Right.
So.
Literally, my cousin didn't answer any of us for 2 hours. We thought that like he seriously jumped off the building. We were like, oh my God. Has anybody heard from him?
Best part is, I love Alec freaking out. God forbid there's a game 7 on the wedding weekend. How about the poor bride and groom who's like, great, now nobody's going to be paying attention to our wedding. They're all going to be phones or watching a TV of this game. Right. Like, I'm glad we paid for this huge party and nobody's going to be doing anything.
Meanwhile, my brother was in the wedding and he was yelling at them that the wedding might be. Like, he was at a rehearsal dinner while game 6 was going on.
Yeah.
So he wasn't happy. He was like, do you believe this? We got the rehearsal dinner on game 6, and then we might have the wedding on game 7. This is like, blah, blah, my brother, like, losing his mind. Like, I don't know what you want to tell you. Like, we would have found a way. Meanwhile, the whole reception, the whole family's yelling, let's go Rangers, into a microphone. Like, let's show people they're not even playing today. But we got a nice long break. I'm not getting my hopes up. Not getting my hopes up.
Who are they playing now this season? The
Panthers.
Another Carolina?
No, Florida. No.
Oh, right.
The Carolina Panthers are
wrong sport. Wrong sport. The Florida Panthers?
Yes.
Where are they based?
Florida.
City, Jessica.
Jacksonville.
Thank you.
But obviously. They're called the Florida Panthers. They're not called the Jacksonville Panthers.
I know, but the Florida Marlins were in Miami, so I was asking where in Florida.
Oh, I actually forgot that they were like called the Florida Marlins before they were called the Miami Marlins.
Like, so thanks for thinking I'm dumb. Like, yes, the Florida Panthers are in Florida. I knew that. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's Jacksonville. I'm pretty sure.
Sure.
But yeah, so that's that. I have not watched the Mets, so do you have anything to add about that miserable
team? No, the Mets are absolutely garbage. Like, absolutely garbage. I'm excited that our game for June 1st is finally planned.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too.
Because we're going to do the same thing we did last year, which is not pay attention to the game at all and just have a good time. So
for those that don't know, my brother plans this game for like 150 people every year, which is psychotic. This year, though, like my brother's been really busy and I feel bad for him because everybody's like, I don't know when the game is. And now like some people have plans. So like, but guys locked in for all these tickets. So we got to find people to go. I mean, I don't think he's in that much like not finding people to go.
I'm sure
he's leading on. Yeah, he'll be fine. But I am excited about that. Me and my cousin were gonna buy the babies matching like shirts. $40 on freaking Fanatics. Why
don't get Fanatics any of your money? It's all see-through.
Why is a toddler shirt $40?
Don't do it.
Just let me know. I might still do it because it's cute.
Wait, it's like a
And-
jersey or a t-shirt?
No, it's a shirt. They're like t-shirts, but then they have like fringe on the bottom,
Oh,
and they
that's
would
kinda
look
cute.
so cute with them. And they have like one that's like a ball with a bow, or they have like the Sunday helmet cup with like ice cream in it. So we were thinking about getting them that.
Oh, I've
I
seen
don't know.
those.
Yeah, we're like going back and forth on which one
I
we're gonna
almost
get
bought
them.
those in onesies for you for the baby shower, and then I didn't because
That's
I
so
figured
funny.
because I did the math in my head about how like I didn't know what size to get her before like the season started and like whatever.
Right.
So I didn't do it, but I've seen those designs. They're very cute.
Yes. So we're
Yes.
gonna do that. We haven't ordered them yet, so we need to get on that. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
I was actually getting emotional thinking about this game coming up because looking at pictures of it a year ago, your child is literally a baby, and like now she's walking and
acting like a dog.
and will be cheering and yelling and screaming, and like it's a totally different human than it was a year ago.
I know. Last year, I literally like put her on the floor on the Shea Bridge, and like she was able to stay there for a picture.
She was just a pass around accessory at the tailgate.
This
like
year's not happening.
Literally just a pass around accessory last year, and now she's
I
like a
know.
human.
I might have to get her a leash, honestly, because like
No.
I'm nervous that she's just gonna run into traffic.
You'll have 150 people watching her. You'll be fine.
Kid's a dart, man. The kid's a dart.
Yeah, but that's a
We're
big
getting
crowd.
a leash when we go to Disney World. That's like hands down happening. I don't care what judge
A
me.
leash, just keep her in the stroller.
No, in Disney you have to like park your stroller. You can't have it everywhere. She's getting a leash. I don't care.
All right.
She'll have a cute one, but like
You should put an air tag on her too.
But it's also not like it's not for like, like it's just too crowded, and it's for the peace of mind. Like,
But did you hear what I said? If you're not going to do a leash, you could do an air tag.
yes, but the air tag doesn't stop somebody from picking her up and taking her away.
Oh, but you'll be able to track her, and you'll become like Liam Neeson.
I've never watched Taken. That scares me.
It would. Don't watch it. I know you.
Enough with Jennifer Lopez scares me.
What?
I had nightmares about. Did you ever see Enough with Jennifer Lopez? Where she
No,
beats the
because
shit
I don't
out of
think
her
any
husband?
movie she's in seriously.
No, this is like an old movie. It's a very good movie.
Okay.
Very good.
It's probably not better than Taken.
No, but anyway, it's a good movie. But I had like essentially her husband is beating the crap out of her. But I used to have dreams that this man would be like I was Jennifer Lopez trying to get away from the husband every time I watch this movie. I had to stop watching it, and it's such a good movie. It's like annoying. The guy from ER's in it.
Okay.
Noah Wiley or Wiley
Yeah.
Noah, whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it. Like,
He's
I
cute.
don't know. Yeah, he's a cutie. But recommend. It's like it's like maybe 90s, 2000s. Like,
Okay.
she was a good actress.
Did you see that Ben
In
and
her prime.
Jen are on the outs again?
Yes, I did see that.
And
I
it's getting
just-
reported everywhere. They can't get left alone.
Yeah, did you also see that he like put her in the car and then slammed the door behind her? Like, it didn't
No,
look
but
good.
we know he has a rage issue. That's very well understood.
Right.
Hopefully he's not back to drinking.
The thing with the two of them is that like maybe it just should have like dated and been life partners. Like why get married? Why put yourself through this?
Yeah,
I feel
I don't
like
get
both
it.
of them, like he had a successful marriage for all that time. She hasn't had successful relationships, obviously. I'm not saying that she can't be in a relationship, but maybe the title is just putting too much pressure on you, J-Lo. Maybe that's the problem.
There's a reason why she got engaged so many times and only got married once. And maybe she shouldn't have done it at all.
Twice, I thought. She was married to Mark Anthony, and
Oh,
now
right,
she's married
right,
to
right.
Ben Affleck.
But she's
But
been engaged
still.
like 7 times.
Right. I don't know. I don't get it. I really
When
don't.
all else fails, he'll have his Duncan. So he always has his Duncan. And Matt
I
Damon.
mean, they did have a great Super Bowl commercial together, though. Let's not take that away from them. That was
Yeah.
funny with Tom Brady and Matt Damon.
Yeah. Oh, I still didn't finish that roast, by the way.
Oh my god.
Speaking of Ben and the roast. Yeah, I still haven't seen it. Oh well.
Anyway.
Do what? And and to finish up, we're kind of over. I was gonna say, what do we think about the first 4 episodes of Bridgerton?
I think we should save that conversation for next week.
Okay. We'll do
Let's
that.
save it for next week.
Okay.
Because I feel like we haven't done like a what are you watching in a while.
Okay.
So maybe next week we'll dedicate that.
And more people will have watched
episode
it by
to it.
then.
Right.
So, okay.
So we'll give people a chance to not spoil it. Even though if you don't watch the first 4 episodes of the first day, like how do you have that self-control? Good for you.
Shout out to my mom who went to go start the 4 episodes today and goes, I just watched the recap for season 2 and I don't remember any of this happening. I think I completely skipped season 2. And I go,
So did she go back and watch it?
So now she's watching season 2. I go, that came out 2 years ago. What you're only realizing now?
Did she watch Queen Charlotte?
She did watch. It's like her favorite. Queen Charlotte, I dare say, is the best Bridgerton, without a
Queen
doubt.
Charlotte was fantastic. I think I would like a season of Queen Charlotte in between all Bridgerton seasons, just of it was fantastic.
They wrapped it up nicely enough. It doesn't need another season, but it went from start to finish, and I think it should stay that way. But I would put that Queen Charlotte above any Bridgerton season so far.
I would agree with that, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I would like to see maybe I don't really know. I just really like them. I hate that they're all only 8 episodes though. But
I know.
I digress. Let's save this
We'll talk
for
about it
next
next
week.
week. We'll talk about it next week.
Because we're gonna
All
go
right.
on another tangent.
All right, great. We covered a lot of topics today.
We did, especially Jason Bateman. So if you're out there, Jason, fix your
Jason,
hair, bro.
I'm so sorry, but Jess went on a heater, and I can't help but agree with her. I'm sorry. She was right. So all you celebs out there, we're on to you. You better toughen up. You better get those looks in order because we know you ain't filming shit.
Yeah. You're lying.
Why lie?
Lying.
And on that note, thank you for
Just
being
like
our friends.
Thank you for being our friend. Peace out.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Hi, friends. Wow, you listened to the whole thing. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platform and share it with your friends. Ratings, reviews, and comments help as well. See you next week. Thanks for being our friend.